scorecards, who do you give the fight to?
He's going to have to be in favor of Abdul Mohamed, the president. That guy has been dominating up to now.
They touch gloves. The third and final round for the 10th Legion Championship fighting lightweight world title. Rasmus has got to start early. He's finished all 10 of his opponents. He has a record of 10-2. He's finished all 10 of his 10 wins by way of stoppage. He's got to get a win here right now. He's got to stop Abdul Mohamed. See, the question is, how do you stop Abdul Mohamed, a fighter of that caliber?
That's the thing. Rasmus Bendtsen is trying to prevent him from taking him down, but every time he does, Abdul just keeps using his power and his strength, overpowering him and taking him down to the ground. As soon as he takes him down to the ground, that's where he's stuck.
It's like a broken record. Abdul Mohamed again took down Rasmus Bendtsen. That has happened in every single round. He's living up to his nickname of that of being the Slam Man. And if there was any doubt about Abdul Mohamed possibly on the decline, those questions have been answered. It seems like the Slam Man is back.
Slam Man's back in fighting force. He's definitely adopted the go hard and go home catchphrase. He's not leaving him any room to move. It'd be nice if they just let him go stand up, go toe to toe. Seeing as it's the third round, seeing as it's the main event, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he wants to keep with that ground game.
Trevor Mitchell's right on top of it, and he tries to get up, but he pops Abdul Mohamed, pops Rasmus Bendtsen with the right hand, and again takes him down, following through with a takedown. And Abdul Mohamed just really controlling, taking down Rasmus Bendtsen, and Bendtsen seems to be getting discouraged. He's a very prolific fighter, but as we mentioned, it's a different animal when you have Abdul Mohamed in there going against him, trying to take him down.
Every time he's tried to make an off this, nothing's came of it. It seems he's just living in a house with no light on at present, whereas Abdul Mohamed, he's got the engine on full throttle and he's not backing down.
He's smothering Rasmus Bendtsen, covering up his mouth so he doesn't get too much air to his lungs, and just using some ground and pound. Abdul Mohamed isn't the most active fighter regarding ground and pound, but he's staying active enough, keeping his elbows tight, not leaving any room for Rasmus Bendtsen to do anything.
The way I see it is, don't get me wrong, I want to see an entertainment show. I want to see these guys striking each other. I want to see a little bit of blood just to add a little bit of jazz. But Abdul is doing what he does best, and that is ground game. He wants to win this fight. He wants to get that belt, and the way he sees fit to do it is to do what he's doing now, and it's working well for him.
This is technique. This is tremendous technique. This is really a technical masterpiece being put on by Abdul Mohamed regarding his wrestling and his ground and pound. Sure, he could be a little more active regarding the GNP, but this is just a wrestling clinic that he's putting on Rasmus Bendtsen.
Bendtsen's completely stuck. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's just sitting duck lying there. He has not made any opportunity to get out of that whatsoever in this whole round.
Abdul Mohamed knows that he has a short amount of time where he can get back on the winning track and get to those levels that everyone thought he was destined for. After a two-fight losing streak, it looks like Abdul Mohamed is back on track and is on his way to possibly achieving those goals that he has set for himself several 8 to 9 years ago when he turned professional.
I think Rasmus needs to really hope that the ref's going to call a non-active part, get them both to stand up and go toe-to-toe, and then he needs to make the most of that final opportunity because he has potentially one shot left to try and bring us back.
I completely concur with you, Dan. He needs a stand-up. He needs to be able to stand up, and then we've seen a lot of knockouts tonight. If there is one time where somebody needs a knockout, Rasmus Bendtsen needs a knockout.
Yes, he does, and I don't think he's going to get one by the looks of things with Abdul Mohamed just laying on top of him, landing those blows to the head.
It is a quiet intensity by Abdul Mohamed. He just seems, he's like an assassin when he goes in there. Very calm, cool, collected. He goes out there, he does his work, gets the victory, and then he goes home. And right now, he's unfazed by anything that Rasmus Bendtsen's throwing at him. And Bendtsen is trying to figure out, but he has no answers for the question of Abdul Mohamed.
Credit to Abdul, it just shows he is experienced. He's not going out there to showboat. He's not going in there to do anything fancy. He's just doing the bare basics in order to win this fight.
Not sustaining, he's not getting any punishment. He's inflicting some damage. Both men prepared very hard for this fight. Nice job by Rasmus to kick off Abdul Mohamed, but immediately
right back down.
And that really has to wear on you mentally if you're Rasmus Bendtsen. Abdul Mohamed is trying to break the will of Rasmus Bendtsen, and now just teeing off, elbows down through the guard. of Rasmus Bendtsen. And Abdul Mohamed in total control. If Rasmus Bendtsen doesn't pull out something miraculous, Abdul Mohamed will be the new 10th Legion World Lightweight Champion.
I've got a horrible feeling that Rasmus is not going to have the time to come back here. So far, looking at the points in my mind, we're going to have Abdul Mohamed completely on top. Abdul Mohamed may as well just go for a ground and pound here. He's got nothing else left to lose.
10 seconds to go in the fight. Abdul Mohamed on his way to the 10th Legion Lightweight World title, and he finishes with a Superman punch, a 10th, and that was a brilliant display being put on by Abdul Mohamed.
I would have to say that was completely one-sided because unfortunately Rasmus Bendtsen didn't seem to contribute that much to the fight.
Domination partner will go inside the cage and interview the winner right after this as we send it up to our ring announcer, Steve Jordan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, before we announce the winner, a big round of applause for our two fighters. Top of the bill in our decimation fight card this evening. The Pro 10th Legion Championship Lightweight World title fight, sponsored by Malvado, has a unanimous judges' decision, which goes to the red corner, and Abdul Mohamed. And please keep that applause going for our runner-up from Denmark, Rasmus Bendtsen.
Joined alongside by the new 10th Legion Lightweight World Champion, Abdul Mohamed. Abdul, congratulations on the victory. You made it look easy. Your thoughts on the fight?
Well, it was a tough fight. I appreciate this guy who stepped in the cage and fight me. Tough opponent. It was a good fight.
You look, this is some of the best Abdul Mohamed we've seen in quite some time. Where did that come from? And obviously you are now back on top of the European lightweight throne.
To be honest, my last two fights I've made a mistake, you know. And I left my own training here in Freeman. My last two fights, I went back to here in Freeman and trained with him, he put me back on the track. And Wolves, they helped me out as well, you know. So I'm back on my game.
What is next for Abdul Mohamed? You were known and possibly on your way to the UFC. A victory like this certainly gets you back on that journey.
We'll see, so I can't say anything. So I'm going to stick to the 10th Legion. A few more fights, so I'll see how it goes.
Abdul, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. An outstanding performance getting the victory here tonight.
Thanks for my friends over there, Billy and everyone. Thanks for coming and supporting me. And my wife, Ian and Peter, thank you all. Appreciate it, thank you.
Abdul Mohamed, the new 10th Legion Lightweight World Champion.